Hey, what's up, y'all? Little weather chat on this very interesting storm system that's going through. I was pleasantly surprised to wake up this morning at my house in Continental to a few inches of snow. I thought snow levels were going to remain above town, and I think a lot of people in the weather community did think snow levels were going to remain above town, but nope, they dropped down overnight. Now they're kind of rising here as we get into the late morning, midday time frame, but still hovering right around 7,000 feet. We got a pretty good band just moving in here, and maybe we'll point the computer out there in a second after we talk about a couple things, but we'll take it over to the computer and have a look-see. All right, well, here's this quite impressive storm, low pressure off Southern California, mega moisture plume moving in, and this is the big one moving into western Arizona right now, and it's just starting to bear down on us. We did have a plume move through overnight last night. That shifted to the east. This is going to be with us here for the next, until early Saturday morning. Take it over to the current radar image from the NWS, and here we are in Flagstaff, and there's a batch coming in right now, which is kind of insignificant because you might be watching this in a couple hours. But notice all this yellow. It's been pouring in a good portion of Yavapai and Gila County all night long. 2+ inches of rain has already fallen along the eastern Mogollon Rim, and you can see it's still barreling in there, and there's a whole lot more coming. And this is all heading up into Navajo and eventually Apache counties, and it's going to get muddy and pretty messy up on the reservation areas, and where a couple inches of rain is on its way. And for us in Flagstaff, so it's just a heavy band is just moving in, and it is looking like rain. Actually, if we look out the window here, my dog's digging it, and for all of you that don't live in Flagstaff, you can see we did have a little snow east side, and it's like a rain snow mix right now, and I think that's what we'll probably be dealing with for much of the day. Snow levels are not expected to come down until tonight, and somewhere around midnight they'll come down. They'll drop down around 6,000 feet here as we get into early Saturday morning. And midnight, give or take a couple hours, and that's really going to depend on how much snow we end up with here in Flagstaff, because this is the bulk of the moisture storm system, even though it's going to continue with us all the way into Sunday, and we'll get a few inches in Flagstaff, I think, through the day on Saturday, and a few snow showers on Sunday. I also want to take it back over here because this is a pretty impressive shot of what's coming. Here we go. This is the wider radar image. We're right around noon, and here we are in Flagstaff, and notice right along with that moisture plume we were looking at on the satellite, this is the radar just moving into west central Arizona, and it's all headed our way, so we got a long way to go with this thing. You know, forecasts are for super huge, heavy amounts of moisture with this storm, as I've been talking about all week. Here's the National Weather Service homepage, and there is a winter weather advisory along the western eastern Mogollon Rim, and basically the text of this right now is still just talking about through this afternoon an additional 3 to 6 inches of snowfall, mainly 7,000 feet and above, and we're right on the cusp of that here in Flagstaff. Obviously still flood watches in Yavapai and Gila County, and this is where we could see up to 5 inches of rainfall, and they're already flooding down across the south. So all in all, still looking good. Still a lot of moisture on the way. I'm not sure how much snow we'll end up with in town, but for sure the San Francisco peaks, there's going to be 3 feet plus, 8,000 feet and above. It's a lot of good moisture statewide. Unfortunately, I'm taking off in a few hours to go to Las Vegas with my kids for some hockey games, so I'm not going to get to stay home and enjoy it, but I hope you do. Stay safe out there, and thanks for tuning in.